Part 7 of When an Innocent Maid is the obsession of a king and now he wants to possess her. Author point of view. You were unintentionally waiting for Taehyung, who left the castle in morning and is not returned yet. Jan. Clara. Will not Taehyung come for dinner? Clara. No one knows. Maybe he comes late. Jan. I see, you said sadly. Clara. Why you asked though? Jan. Just like that. She nodded and started taking the meal to the dining room. You walked to a window that was showing the back side of castle. Your eyes lit up when you saw a shadow, and for some reason, you were sure that was Taehyung. Stepping out, you looked around. It was dark, and to your disappointment, there was no one. Your heart thudded when you heard footsteps. Clara once told you that it's a no-go area. A hand around you and over your mouth caught you when you aimed to run inside. Taehyung, what are you doing here? Your furiously beating heart calmed down. He removed his one hand that was on your mouth. Jan, I saw someone. Taehyung, who? You did not want to accept that you came for him. Jan, will you step back? Behind you he was close, and the proximity was toxic. His manly scent was gauging your senses. Taehyung, were you finding me? He placed his chin your making your face blush hard. If it was not dark, then he could witness his effect on you. Jan, no way. His lips twitched up at your stutter. Jan, I believe it. Your body was stiff, but he was sure that wasn't because of his fear. Jan, where were you all day? Da, you missed me. Jan, your mom did. He chuckled and firmed his hold with other arm too. You screamed, but did not struggle. Taehyung, but I missed you. Jan, if you had missed me, then you would surely come back to annoy me. Da, I was angry that I did not want to hurt you in any way. Both of you didn't realize that now your head was rested against his shoulder, his thumb caressing your hand, and his warm breaths were hitting on Yan. Why now you care for me? To get answer of this question, you're finding him. But his silence saddened your heart. Ta mother, Taehyung. He unlocked his arms and smirked when you ran away in a lightning speed. His mother walked to him in surprise. Ta mother, what were you two doing? Ta, nothing. She was smiling and then patted his shoulder. Ta mother, she is very innocent and has a soft heart. If you love her, then tell her. His heart skipped a beat. Ta mother, she will forgive you for your every act. Believe me, she is an angel. Then they both went inside. You came back to kitchen. Jan, should I help with something? Clara, why your face is so red? You touched your cheeks and they were warm. Taehyung stepped in when you were stuttering for a reason. Taehyung, is dinner ready? You flinched. He was standing behind you very close, that you felt the vibration of his deep voice when he spoke. Clara, yes, it's ready. Taehyung, send it to my room. Clara, why don't you join us? He did not answer, but you knew it. Clara, Jan, I hope you will take his food to his room. She left before you could make an excuse. You two were alone in the kitchen, and why, it was a big deal. Da, Jan, you turned towards him and touched your forehead. The moment froze you both. You could not look up, and he could not step back. Jan, I will bring food. You go. You took large breaths when he left silently. Setting the food on the table, you were leaving when he held your hand. Taehyung, what about you? Jan, I only brought for you. He pulled you next to himself. You were speechless when He forwarded a spoon full of rice. Eat. He smiled when you accepted it. From the same spoon he also ate, and you were melted by just that act. You two finished the meal. Taehyung, for the first time I enjoyed eating. Jan, it was delicious. Da, because you were here. You became nervous as you knew. You blushed. Da, I am so tired. Can I rest? Jan, yeah, sure, I will leave. You were dumbfounded when he straightened on the couch and his head rested. Taehyung, just for a few minutes, please. He closed his eyes after placing your hand in on his hairs. He spread inside him when you were playing with his hairs. After a few minutes, he broke the silence. Taehyung, have you forgiven me? He sat up when you ignored his question. Ta, am I that bad? He was about to hold your hand, but you stood. Jan, you tired me out. I am leaving. You said with fake anger that made him smile and then you left. Humming a song you were passing through living room when Jungkook appeared. Jungkook, you look very happy. Yan, yes I am. Taehyung was the reason of your lively mood. Jungkook, and what is so special? Stepping up, he pinched your nose. Yan, yeah. JK, I also want to make you happy. Yan, you only annoy me. While hitting on his chest, you giggled as he held your both wrists to stop your baby attacks. Jungkook, you wanna fight? Yan, use less force. You whined while pushing him back. His feet tangled. Falling back on the couch, he pulled you along, and you were. Your eyes met with his, and they were shining. His heart beat with pure emotions, wishing that you never go away. Jan, his angry voice made you look up. In a moment, you stood on your feet. Your lips parted to explain this awkward situation, but his glaring orbs emptied your mind. Jungkook, well, we were just playing around. Jungkook also stood, but Taehyung strode out without saying a word, and that sank your heart. Yan, Taehyung, listen, Jungkook, Yan, later Jungkook. You followed him in the room. Yan, Taehyung, what? He stopped, turned, and teethed. Yan, it's not how it looked. You moved back when he took steps towards you. How it looked, and how it actually is. Your back touched the closed door. Placing his hands on it, he leaned and buried his eyes in yours. Yan, we were just. I hate it when someone else gets closer to you. You averted your gaze, but he made you again look at him by his one hand on the side of your face. Taehyung, are you interested in him? Jan, huh? No, not at all. He was jealous, but that misunderstanding made you obnoxious. Jan, we were just. Don't take it that way. After sighing in relief, he stepped back, and your heart sank. Jan, we're good friends and nothing more. Taehyung, all right, I believe you, Jan. You felt helpless and angry. If he cares, then why don't he share his feelings? And if he has no feelings, then why this jealousy? You walked slowly towards the exit, and he did not stop you. Next day, you were called in lounge when Taehyung's and Jungkook's parents were sitting. The father, Jan, they are here for some important matter. You were confused, and they were praising your beauty and simplicity. Jungkook mother, you are very beautiful, Jan. My son would be so lucky if you two got married. You were shocked and so were Ta mother, as she was also unaware of that matter. Ta mother, marriage? But she is with Ta. Jungkook entered while panting. Jacob, Dad, Mom. He bit his lip when he saw your confused and shocked face. Ta father, Jungkook, didn't you talk with Yan? JK, I I actually didn't get time. Yeah, father, it's okay. Yeah, we are very sorry for what happened in past and we really care for your future. That is why we decided if you agree, then you and Jungkook can get married. Your heart drowned. Jan, I never thought about this. Jungkook, you can take your time. You wanted to take Taehyung's name, but in what hope? When he is not confessing his feelings. Ta mother, why are you people in hurry? Taehyung will be angry. Ta father, his matter is already closed. Ta what matter? His voice made your heart jump. He was standing with a blank face, while his mother looked worried that he will create so much drama if he knows what Jungkook and his father are planning. She knows that how much possessive he is for you. To be continued, it's a chance for our hero to confess his feelings. Thanks for watching and love you all.